Okay, so I'm Libby Masek. My pronouns are she and they. We have 1 week left in this year's stewardship campaign, and we are so grateful to everyone who has made their pledge so far. Thank you very much. Our goal is $450,000, and as of this morning, we have 62 pledges for a total of $255,449. So great job, everybody. We're halfway, more than halfway to our goal. You can see our chalice is filling up with light and looking as beautiful as ever. Each candle represents a pledge. This year our theme is The Future Begins With Us, recognizing we are going to be celebrating our 200th anniversary next year. We are the ones who get to set the course for the next century of UU Nashua and get to help ensure our sustainability as a congregation. If you have not given yet, please get your pledges in by next Sunday, March 8th. This helps us plan for next year. If you have any questions, want to turn in your pledge, or still need a pledge packet, look for the stewardship team members who will be at a table during fellowship hour. I'm one of them, Rick Spitz. I don't know, can the stewardship team just raise their hand? I don't know who's in service today. Great. Okay, so look for, there's just a few of us. We'll make it work. Okay, each week we are hearing from someone in the congregation about why UU Nashua is important to them. Right now, on the cusp of this 200th anniversary, your order of service reflects Jody Holloway will give a testimonial, but unfortunately, she wasn't able to be here today, so I'm going to share my story. Okay, so UU Nashua has been a real homecoming for me, in fact. Many of you don't know, but I used to come to this congregation when I was a teenager. I was brought here by the Parker family that some of your, the old-timer members will know, or long-standing members, I should say, right? Yeah, so they brought me here, and it was really life-changing. I definitely felt like, for the first time, I was in a community where I belonged, and I was with other kids and teenagers that I belonged with. I was born on Earth Day, so I've always felt born to be a tree-hugging, people-loving, dirt-worshipping type, and so here I am. What my friends and family might also tell you is that I'm a little bit of a Calamity Jane type, too. And my friends and family all joke that friendship with me is like a full-contact sport. So the UU congregation was no exception, right? We love big and we love well here in this congregation. So little did the sanctuary know that I would single-handedly, so in the spirit of rising costs in our congregation, I single-handedly attributed as a teenager to some of the rising costs of the church. And here's how. So at one of the, it used to be called YRUU, Young Religious Unitarian Universalists, and I was about 15 years old. And I promise this story has a very happy ending. Here we are, okay? So we used to play, Jed already knows. So we used to play a little bit of hide and seek, right? Just wholesome, good, teen fun, like nobody was doing anything wrong. And my friend Greg and I, we hid in the upper sanctuary. There's that storage access. And by the way, children, do not do what I have done, and may the congregation lock this door now. In the 90s, we played hide and go seek, and my friend and I, we snuck up. He said, "Oh, you've never seen the view of downtown from this upper sanctuary window?" I was like, "No, I had no idea." So we were up there, we were waiting for a few minutes, again, really not getting into any trouble. We were just standing there minding our own business, and we said, no one's gonna find us. So there's kind of a glorified staircase, step ladder type thing to get to that upper storage area. And mind you, when you're inside that overhang, you're in the overhang that's supported by those giant columns outside, and like that end of those columns, okay? So he went down this step ladder just fine. And as he was going down, I stepped into position at the top of that ladder and immediately fell through the floor of the upper sanctuary storage. And it is the one and only muscle up I have ever done in my entire life. And what I mean by that is, I was inside the attic of the sanctuary, and then my body was very much not inside the sanctuary anymore. So I was hanging by it was seconds. I was hanging by maybe a second, right? Adrenaline is an entirely wonderful thing. So, by my hands and forearms, I caught myself, and like I said, it's the one and only muscle up I have ever done. Needless to say, the event was actually incredibly embarrassing, right? And all my fellow Wire UU members found out about it, and there are some members who I went to high school, some people who I went to high school with who are also in this room that also found out about it, right? So the thing ended up being deeply embarrassing, right? Not that anybody did this to me or for me, but I didn't need anyone to give me the shame that I felt and the embarrassment that I felt, right? And it's what I went a few more times after that, but it's all anybody wanted to talk about, and I very much did not. I very much, carried this, and it's what took me away from the church for quite some time. I was afraid that the church was going to get in trouble. I felt the shame of like, oh my gosh, I just accidentally did something to harm a place that I love so much, right? So needless to say, these many years, I started coming back in 2023. I only went a few times, but immediately I was taken by the connection that I feel to this place, and it couldn't keep me away. So I increased, coming to church, and really 2024, things really started to take off, and I started to attend more regularly. And then before we knew it, I signed the book before we left this congregation for that 14 months at Riviere. And signing the book was deeply important to me as a commitment and also as an affirmation of my own belonging. But I feel like I've been Unitarian Universalist since I was born. So my connection to this congregation has only grown. And I'm helping grow this congregation. Whether or not the friends that I bring ever officially join or not is immaterial to me. You see me bringing people to the church every week, and I'm going to keep doing that. And what's been particularly beautiful is a place where I feel so much love and so much belonging. My friends feel love and belonging too, and they keep showing up. So, in addition to our pledges that we make and the stewardship packets that we'll get, if you haven't gotten them already, please bring your friends, bring your family, have them experience what this room is like, have them experience the music that Jed puts together every week and the music committee puts together every week, the social justice efforts that we make, and so much more. So thank you all for being a part of this incredible congregation that I'm very, very grateful to call my spiritual home. So let's keep the next 100 years going, and I hope we get 100 new members this year.